Hi, I'm Vanessa Goertzen. I'm here to talk a little bit about my new book, Jelly Filled 18 Quilts from 2.5-inch Strips. This is a sequel of sorts to my Charm School book, but it uses the jelly rolled pre-cut. One of the things I really love about this book is you don't have to use a pre-cut. There are a lot of substitutions you can make. You can use yardage, you can use fat quarters, scraps, just whatever you have in your fabric pantry. Today, I wanted to share a little tip. A lot of the chapters talk about different skills that you can use with the 2.5-inch strips. The last chapter in the book talks about advanced techniques. One of those is curved piecing. So I have brought this block with me here today. This is from the very last pattern in the book. It's called Hey Cupcake. It incorporates curved piecing into these corner blocks here. So I'm going to show you how to put curved pieces together. Now, curved piecing can be a bit intimidating for anyone who has never done it before. So what I'm going to show you is how the pieces come together. And the first thing that you will notice is that there's a smaller piece here, and then you have the outside piece, and they don't quite fit together. There's about 1/2 inch overlap on the sides. That is completely normal, and when you bring the pieces right sides together, they will fit. Another thing I want to note is there are multiple ways to cut your pieces. This particular pattern comes with templates in the book, but if you have the Creative Grids Circle Savvy ruler, you can also cut the accent wedge at the 8.5-inch diameter mark, or you can cut the 7.5-inch diameter mark for your background arcs, and that is an easy substitution you can make if you'd prefer to use that instead. I have cut my pieces today using the template. So then what I do is once I have my 2 pieces, the first step is to fold each of them in half and make a little press mark so that you have a notch to mark the center. So I've done it to the background piece, and now I'm going to do it to this inner piece. So you can see they have the center points marked. What you're going to do then is bring them right sides together and match up where that center point is. You're going to add a pin, and now you're going to take the ends and line them up. You'll do that on both sides. And it feels a little bit funny at first, but the next step is to continue pinning just everything in between. And so if you do a little bit at a time, you'll find that it actually ends up lining up exactly right. And it's just because they have been cut on a curve, they end up fitting correctly. So you just pin all the way around just like that. Now you may notice sometimes the corners will start to come apart. You can realign them and add another pin on the side if you're concerned, just to help hold it and keep everything lined up. The one thing I really do love about curved piecing is it's very forgiving. So what you're then going to do is take it under your sewing machine and just sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. But as you go, you're going to just kind of you'll take out the pins, but you can kind of feel if there are any wrinkles, and you can kind of just adjust as you go and make sure that there aren't any like puckers or anything that comes up. So what ends up happening is you sew it all together, and you can just press it towards that smaller piece, and it ends up looking like that. So then you bring all those quadrants back together with the other elements of the block, and you end up having this cute little cupcake shaped block. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these tips today.